Mark Hensley, the Associate State Director for AARP, North Carolina Triad Region, and Scott Braddock from Scott Braddock Financial are back with us answering your stimulus-related questions. And the number one question is, Scott, is there going to be a second round of stimulus money?
Well, that is a good question. Back in May, the House did pass a second round of stimulus bill called the HEROES Act. It's still being waited to be passed completely through and voted on. Now, I can share with you that the White House economic advisor, Kevin Hassett, he did recently say that it is very, very likely that there will be a second round of stimulus. But here's what's kind of being weighed out is we have unemployment rates actually coming down. And then in certain areas of the country, we're still seeing an increase of COVID infection. So we're really trying to get a better grasp and handle on where we are. But Kevin Hassett says, regardless of those economic numbers, it's still very likely that there'll be a second round of stimulus. But keep in mind, this is very important, that they don't plan to take action or vote until later in July 20th. So this quite possibly won't be passed until the end of July.
Mm-hmm. That is good to know that it's not going to be happening very quickly. All right, Mark, we're getting several questions asking, where is my stimulus money? Because I haven't gotten it, does that mean I'm not going to get it?
No, this is actually going to drag out way into August for this first round of payments. It is deployed based on your income. So if you're one of the more high income wage earners, and that is what the IRS has on you, that is how they're scheduling it out. So the people with the lowest income and moving up. You can always go to irs.gov and click Get My Payment. That is the way to find out when it is scheduled to come to you.
All right, and we're going to pull up the IRS website for you. There's also a little section in there after you do the Get My Payment. There's one that will also talk about non-filers. It's right there on that right-hand side, upper right-hand side. So if you don't normally file taxes, you need to go to the non-filers site, and in that portal you need to put in your information so that they will have your address and be able to send you a check. And you have until October 15th to do that. All right, let's talk about this. Scott, have you heard anything about the stimulus payments slowing down regular tax returns?
I haven't. I've not heard that it's been slowing down the stimulus check. In fact, what I did hear early on was that the folks that were anticipating receiving a refund, they were highly encouraged to go ahead and file their tax return. So, with that information, I guess it would be possible that took place. I just haven't seen any information on that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mark, this next question is a single mom who is on disability, has a son who's 17 years old. She got $1,200 for the stimulus payment, but he got $1,200 for the stimulus payment. How did that happen, she wants to know?
Well, Scott and I have researched this today. I actually, have concluded that we agree on the answer to this question. I attempted to call the IRS about all day, and I never really got through to get confirmation. But if you read the black and white language about this stimulus, if you receive disability, Social Security, you will receive the $1,200 stimulus. There is no stipulation on age. Age is only defined around a dependent. Well, since this single mom doesn't file income taxes because she is receiving disability, then he does not count as a dependent. He is seen as a recipient of disability under the Social Security Act. So guess what? He gets to keep the $1,200, or at least the family does. So I think this is really good news.
Mm-hmm. And that's just a really specific niche kind of thing, because that is not really for the broad amount of people here, but I'm glad we were able to answer that question. Scott, this person is asking, is the stimulus payment considered taxable income? Will I have to pay it back in increments?
No, it is not taxable income, so we're not going to be required to add that to our earned income for the year. So it doesn't come to us. It comes with us with the taxes already taken care of. So what we receive, we spend, and we're not required to file taxes on that stimulus check, regardless of the amount that we receive.
And someone just asked, why would someone receive a stimulus check for $612? It's because you make too much over, and so it was deducted depending on what that was. Gentlemen, thank you very much. What I want to be able to do is leave folks with the IRS 800 number. Again, it is an automated number, and some people have had some success with it. By and large, though, it is automated. We want to let you know that, but this is the only resource right now from the IRS. You can take a screenshot of that number, 800-919-9835.